Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Lore Drop. I am your Dungeon Master Jason, joined by Julian,
Nero, the Blood Hunter,
Ben,
Regulus, the Astro Cleric,
Val.
Demonia, the Gunslinger.
When last we left off, the three of you managed to track down your goods and personal belongings and retrieve them after you discovered their disappearance earlier this morning. One of the slain goblins from whom possessed your belongings returned as a spectral image of itself, now named Jason with an eye. After a quite lengthy discussion of capital ventures in regards to Jason's house, you finally table this possible net gain and head off to the docks where Nero's boat was last seen. You bob and weave through the alleys of Sayakin until briefly encountering some less than helpful DOA soldiers, but through an explanation leading to this misunderstanding, you finally arrive at the eastern beach of the city. There, Demonia finds her brother's boat, and amongst its remains is the discovery of a severed hand that bears a birthmark matching that of her brother, Hugo. Quickly stashing it, Demonia returns to the party and reveals what she found, all the while Nero finally manages to find what's left of his boat. Scavenged for parts, the vessel that Nero and Regis arrived on is now in disarray and a hull of what it once was. Finding ways to repair, you all return to Hugo's boat where you discover a maroon bandana. Through your various levels of knowledge, you come to learn that the maroon colors were once worn by a monstrous fleet of pirate crews known as Mars Plague several decades ago. Further inspection of this bandana also shows a symbol resembling two mice or rats, their tails intertwining downward and curling up to either side, mimicking the shape of an anchor. And that's the recap of what happened last session. You are all currently just standing on the beach looking at this bandana right beside Hugo's boat. What do you do?
Is there a blood trail that leads off from, we wouldn't know about that, would we?
I think we looked. It led to the ocean.
Towards the end of the last session, you followed a trail of blood that just washed away, like it leads into the ocean and is washed away by the current. I'll say that you do inspect Hugo's boat, and it does have the parts that your boat needs.
Time to do boat transplant surgery.
I mean, we could, but I feel like this really isn't the time. I mean, your brother could be in trouble. I don't know if,
But if the trail leads into the ocean, then maybe they took him away.
And therefore, we'll need the parts if we're going to get anywhere. If we want to get the boat working again.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I mean, it's probably going to take a bit of time, but we can do it.
Well, I can give you a hand where needed.
Does anyone have a set of tinkering tools?
Nope.
Ooh, I do not believe I do.
I have cook's utensils.
Is there a set in the boathouse or anything? Can we just
like one of the
knock that open?
Like harbor masters?
Yeah, I'm sure they've got something like that.
Oh yeah, there's a harbor master's house about 40 feet from you guys. You can go and inspect it if you want to.
Does it look like he's home?
Roll a perception check.
Knock knock. 18.
With an 18, you see that there are no lights on in this house. It's a 2-story beachside house. It doesn't look like anyone's home.
Probably won't mind if we borrow them.
Should we just knock on the door first, at least?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, surely he couldn't just have slept through all this, right? I mean...
Yeah, you knock on the door and you don't get a response. As you do knock, you see the door slowly creak open.
Is there signs of it having been forced open or just left?
Where the bolt is from the door into the frame, the wood is splintered out.
Oh goodness. Well then, I'll pull out my mace and my shield. I'll push the door open and take a step in.
Okay. Yeah, you do you lead the way?
Yeah, I'll lead the way.
You open up the door and immediately you see the house itself isn't big. It's kind of a miniaturized lighthouse. It's 2 stories, but it's it's a tiny home. You immediately see a kitchen and a living room in like a 10-foot space, a 10-foot square. And you see there is a ladder that goes up to the second floor. You see on the table in the kitchen a cup of coffee, and it is currently like steaming.
I think somebody might be here.
Yeah, maybe someone was like hanging out here.
But if they're not coming down to greet us, they might not want to know that we know that they're here.
Should we just look for what we need and just leave then?
That might be
Or
the
should
best.
we
Or just
look
at
around?
least, be on your toes.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
I just want to look for Tinker's tools.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like...
yeah, if you guys are looking for the Tinker's Tools, roll perception or investigation.
22.
I roll 14.
It's a 9.
We'll start with lowest to highest. Nero, with a 9, you haven't had your morning coffee, and there's a nice steaming cup of joe right there. That's immediately what you notice.
I'll drink it.
It's you drink it for like a couple of gulps, and like it's not steam. Well, you're fire resistant, so it doesn't scald you or your throat. But it is oddly salty.
Salty.
Yeah. Demonia, you managed to find not a set of Tinker's tools, but you do find what seems to be a cleaning case for some sort of gun. You see, there is no gun around it, though.
That's mine now.
Yeah, you just steal this and put it in your own bag. Regulus, you with the 22, you don't find a Tinker's Tools set. You do find a single wrench at the foot of the ladder.
At the foot of a ladder, does it go up to like the attic?
Yeah. The ladder goes up to like the second floor. I'll say it could have fallen from upstairs, or it could just be by itself. But yeah, you see, it's just at the bottom of the ladder.
Well, I guess I'll take. I guess I'll climb up and I'll peek my head up at the top of the ladder.
You climb up the ladder. You want to roll a stealth check?
Yeah, actually, I will. Yeah, I mean, sneaky breaky, 13. Wow, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, you managed to move slow enough so the jingling and clanking of your armor doesn't ring true throughout this harbor master's house. You peek your head just over the top rung of the ladder that's level with the second floor, and you see half laying on the ground and like legs like dangling like on the bed. Basically, their backs on the ground and their legs are on the bed. You see this very peaceful Furbolg woman just quietly, like, you see their arms are crossed and they're just like lightly breathing, but you see that they are currently asleep.
Do I recognize her from when we docked, when we initially arrived here?
Roll a history check.
Nope. 4.
There were a lot of people. I would say this definitely wasn't the person that initially greeted you when you came upon the island. That was a totally different harbor master. But you do not recognize this Furbolg. I will say you do see 5 feet beside them is a very open like toolkit, like Tinker's toolkit, with all the tools just kind of thrown like into the box haphazardly, like not into the proper slots or anything. But you see like the remainder of the Tinker tool set, and you also see like what might be a toy block like car, maybe. At like one angle, you see they were trying to maybe fix this or build it or something with a bunch of wood blocks, and like, I don't know, they were trying to make a toy.
With that in mind, I'll tiptoe back down to report back. I'll like point up at the ceiling. There's somebody here. There's actually somebody here.
What are they doing?
Sleeping. They actually slept through all of this.
That's impressive.
I didn't recognize them from when we docked, but I assume they live here. But I don't know why they would make a cup of coffee and go back to sleep.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. This thing's still
Maybe
hot.
they sleepwalk.
Well, it's possible.
It is possible.
Should we wake them up? They're sleeping right next to the toolbox that we need if we want to on this.
We should wake them up.
No, you want to wake them up? I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to borrow it. I'm not really stealing anything.
Okay.
All right, so who's waking them up, or are you gonna try and just take the kit?
I don't know if I should wake them up. I feel like I'm big for. Oh wait, no, they're a furball, so they're probably around as big as me, right?
Yeah, you could tell. Like, I guess I'll also say that the size of this furball could not fit the size of this bed. Like, this bed is way too small for this furball.
Did the bed look like it was used to supporting their weight, as in like the wood was warped and they'd been sleeping in that bed before, or does that bed look like it definitely wasn't theirs previously?
I'll say definitely not theirs.
Okay. Well, in that case, I take everything I said back. They probably don't actually live here. They're just sleeping here. Maybe we definitely
we
wake them
shouldn't
up.
wake them up then.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Nero, break the tie.
Oh, how about we try to grab it sneakily, and if whatever happens, happens.
That works for me.
three different options.
Yes.
Plan B, we try to say they're dreaming.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We can. I'm willing to act it out.
Yeah, I mean, I have never personally had, like, strange dreams, but I hear they're kind of normal in this area. So I think it would be believable.
Yeah, maybe we...
You just have to flutter your eyelashes, Reggie.
I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll just purr, or
Yes.
I'll just knock them out, and we can be done with it.
Yeah, so just grab it first, see what happens.
I probably shouldn't be the one to do it. I kind of like jingle my chainmail a little bit. Does anybody else have a decent ability to sneak and grab it?
Yeah, mine's pretty good. What about you, Demonia?
I think mine's pretty good as well.
Okay, you're going for it.
Alright.
We'll be close behind you, though.
I'll be back, guys.
You're just gonna sneak up. Wait, will you have your gun in your hand? Is he like...
Yeah, are you equipping a weapon, or are you just gonna try and sneak up there?
I just want to try and sneak up there.
Okay, yeah, just roll a stealth check.
Wait, how about I bring the coffee with me?
I drank it.
Oh, is there any left?
You think for a second, oh, maybe I should grab the cup, and then you see Nero set the mug down.
That is a bold move. I don't think I
I'll
was
bring the empty mug,
from that.
just in case.
I've had worse.
Alright, so do I roll a stealth check?
Yeah, roll a stealth check. Also, Nero, 100% they used salt water for this.
I roll a 13.
Okay, yeah. With a 13, you basically climb up the ladder and sit on the floor. So you're like within arm's reach of the tool set. And you like slowly like kind of lean over and like grab the edge of it and slowly slide it across the floor very quietly. As you're doing this, you see the Furbolg woman roll over and put their one arm under your arm and the other arm over it, and slowly hug your arm inward into they're now burrowing their face against your forearm. And you are at the moment grappled. You feel like their grip is tight on your arm, and you're like trying to like ever so slightly move it, and their strength compared to yours is immense.
Can I try to tickle her armpit?
Absolutely. I'll say just go ahead and roll just a dexterity check as you kind of, you're like one arm is trapped by them, so you have to like kind of reel your other arm over.
I roll a 5.
You somehow you miss their armpit. And, you do manage to tickle their ear.
Demonia, what's wrong?
you hear the furball go, stop it.
Just got a hold of my arm. I need help.
Oh, wait, Nero, did you see any olive oil in the kitchen? Maybe we can, like...
Do I see any cooking, like, supplies?
Any lube?
With your, with that original perception check. I'll say, roll another perception check because now you're looking for something else.
Can I give advantage? My cat eyes.
Yeah, you help look around, so roll with advantage.
16.
Yeah, you find, it kind of looks like a vintage bottle of olive oil. Like, it looks high quality.
Ooh.
It's definitely like, Axel has talked about this brand of olive oil before and holds it in the highest regard.
What did you want to do with this, Reggie?
Well, I was gonna say maybe we could like lube the arm and she could just slide out, but I mean, that's good stuff.
Oh, come on,
stuff.
guys.
Maybe look for like some
You're not
pan or
here.
something, or just like heat up some butter real quick.
Is there butter?
You don't see a cold box. You don't see a fridge anywhere.
We might have to use this fancy stuff.
Alright.
Both of you roll if you just the intelligence or history or like anything relating to this olive oil, whatever you think is would gather up.
Neither are very good. 7.
Oh, 13.
Regulus, you've never seen like this brand of olive oil before. You've seen like knockoff brands of this brand used in the kitchens at your school. Nero, this would go for maybe like 100 gold, like for an unopened bottle.
And this is unopened, right?
It has been opened.
Okay.
So whoever lived here was using it.
We should just use it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe what those little brushes that they use to put like sauce on meat and stuff. Maybe that way we can save a little bit of it. We can just brush her arm. I don't know.
We're trying to savor this too. I like it. I like it.
Can I look around the room to see if there's anything that could help me?
Yeah,
while they're looking around.
As this is happening, you ask for help, and a couple minutes go by. You hear like whispering. You can't really tell what they're whispering about, but you hear them like bickering. Like, get a brush, and yeah, roll. Actually, no. I'll say that while you're looking around, you see like a broomstick that could potentially be like an Indiana Jones, like swap it in place of your arm.
Yeah.
Potentially, you see like a neck pillow that could also probably work. Those are your two options that you find that is also like within reach of you.
I'll go for the broomstick and try to like shove it in and see if I can wiggle it.
Yeah, I'll do a sleight of hand check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage.
I roll 15.
Yeah, so with a 15, yeah. Well, first of all, I'll say like disadvantage because you're in such a like awkward position with them holding your arm that you need to, you do need to like move, like pull away from their strength as you do it. With a 15, you manage to like make enough room beside your arm and slip the broom handle like parallel to your arm, and almost like using leverage to like lift the Furbolg's upper arm up. I'll say you do manage to slip your arm out, and they now grab this broomstick and squeeze it tight until you hear everyone hears it downstairs too, hear a loud snap as they like hug this broomstick to the point where it breaks.
I like cringe and quietly make my way down with the box.
Yeah, you head back down. So you guys have the bottle of olive oil, poured it on like, you find like a marinade brush, and are about to turn. You guys both turn around as you see Demonia holding the Tinker's tools, just standing there at the bottom of the ladder.
Oh,
you're
nice.
Well
Do you know what
done.
that means? Get to keep more olive oil.
Yeah, squeeze it back in the bottle.
Holy shit, let's savor this.
I leave the house.
Both of you roll deck saves to see how much olive oil you return from the brush back into the bottle.
3. Oh, hold on, my claws are getting in the way. Oh, it's getting in my... Oh, it's in the fur.
12.
Yeah, I will say, like, you try and, like, get the brush. It's like a very fibrous, like, it's almost like a paintbrush. So, like, there's a lot of fibers that cling, and, like, you know, crevices that the oil clings to. Regulus, you fully just, like, try and scrape it off, and it's getting caught in your, like, your paw furs, like, between the cracks of your toe beans. Nero, you are just, like, trying to hold the bottle still, as he's, like kind of flicking oil into the back into the spout of it. You save, I'll say, like 3/4 of a bottle still of this olive oil.
Oh, nice. All right, let's get out of here.
You guys are more happy about the olive oil than the Tinker's tools.
We weren't a part of that situation. Tinker's tools aren't worth 100 gold, or at least close to it.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, anyway, we got what we wanted.
Yeah, so you guys have your Tinker's tools. You leave out this Harbormaster's house, and you return to Hugo's boat. Yeah, so you guys are now going to essentially strip the parts that you need for your boat, Nero. So whoever wants to, so a Tinker's Tools check is, if you're not proficient in the Tinker's Tools, then it's basically just a dexterity check.
Okay. 4.
Okay.
Wait, so are we all rolling or
11.
Yeah. You guys are all like trying to see who's, obviously I think actually, okay. So
5.
Nero, Axel built you this boat. Well, not this boat specifically, but built you a boat. But he never really taught you how to maintain it and, like, you know, fix it if it breaks down or anything like that. So you just don't know where to start to take apart. Especially, you are missing a thruster, so you try and take off the thruster of Hugo's boat, and you just don't know where to start. Demonia, same situation. You just don't really like care for vehicles that much. It's not, you know, not in your realm of knowledge. But Regulus, you managed to start taking apart part of this boat. You basically pop off one of the like panels on the back to try and like loosen parts of the thruster. I will say that it takes a while for you to get this part. But you, I would say maybe an hour, because you eventually kind of like give up a quarter of the way in and read the owner's manual and see, like, you know, how to fix the car and stuff like that. Just like you're going back to your academy roots, just trying to study up and, you know, see how this works.
Yeah, break into the glove box.
You do scrounge up all of the parts to fix Nero's boat. You get all the other parts moved over. This does take, I would say, like another few hours. So it's now a little bit past noon. But yeah, your boat starts, and you are now just hovering right off the beach.
Has anybody wandered past since we've started? Like, have people started to like come in, check out their boats as well?
Yeah, you see that there are a couple of other people, like mortified of like of the sight. You guys are like currently working on this beach. Like DUA soldiers like come up to you, and like the ones that you met in the alleyway like come up to you. You guys, yeah, there's definitely a bunch of people that are like curious as to what you're doing, and also curious as to like what happened at the beach. You see some boats arrive from somewhere else. Like they kind of start parking on the beach, see what the fuck's going on, like see like, you know, bodies on the beach, and like a bunch of like torn apart boats and ships, and then they like lift off and just leave.
look at us putting together a boat.
Yeah, they see you like Nero. Your boat is like kind of like, I'll say like all black, but just like patchwork of different metals. And Hugo's boat is kind of this like cherry red. So now it's like this Frankenstein of a boat that you're putting back together. So this, people are just like, okay, that I don't know what they're doing. Bye, and they just kind of leave off. But yeah, you guys do manage to fix the boat.
Yeehaw!
We should probably get out of here, right? Anything else you think we need to do before we leave?
Wait, what are we doing? Like, are we trying to look for Demonia's brother?
Yes, please.
I think that's probably yeah, definitely. I think that's the most urgent problem that we have right now.
Let's jet.
Wait, where should we go?
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know where that is.
Yeah,
what
the
is
only
like the nearby islands?
Well, the closest one is Demonia's home island of Flit. You two don't know this, but yeah, Demonia, you like tell them that there's Flit nearby, which if you want to tell them that's like where your home is, you can.
The island Flit is nearby, and that's where I'm from. I think it would be best if I go back home and tell my family what's happened.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, home's where I would go if I got my hand cut off, so agreed.
Fair. Yeah, so it's about like another like 3 to 4 hours of a drive through the sky. So by the time you arrive, it will be roughly like 5-6 p.m. Yeah. If there's anything you need to discuss on the ride there, you can. Otherwise, we just kind of cut right back to Flit.
So, where are you guys from?
I look at Nero.
This you guys also realize like you've only just met this satyr like today or the night before, and you let them sleep in your hotel room and now are looking for their brother. So yeah,
we have been through so much. It feels like it, but it really hasn't. Who are you?
Wait, are you saying that after I ask you where you're from?
No, I'm just kidding. I look at Nero again. I'm Regulus.
I'm Nero.
I'm Demonia, but when you meet my family, well, we have this cannery called the Glitter Drop Cannery.
Would we recognize that?
Either of you roll history check with a disadvantage. Oh, no. With just flat history check. Sorry.
13.
You guys have had glitter drop sardines. You've had glitter drop flaked tuna. It's canned food that like canned fish that you've like definitely eaten before.
Oh, I love fish. It's not because I'm a cat. But I love fish.
Well, that's good to hear. We have a lot of it.
Wonderful.
I have a rather big family, so just a warning. There's a lot of siblings, and well, it'll be fine.
What was your brother like? Is there any reason why he'd be involved in like piracy, or is he like normal? And I feel like normal people probably don't get their heads cut off, but like, is there anything we should know?
Not as far as I know, he's not involved with pirates. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you explain that your brother Hugo is straight-laced and like by the books. Like he goes to parties and like has fun as an adult, but he's not a criminal by any means.
He's a good guy.
I wonder what could have happened then. Although they do say that the most straight-laced people go the wildest in college, so you never know. Not saying that, your brother's wild now, but who knows?
Demonia, you do know that your brother studied abroad in the Feywild for a couple of years. And that's as weird as it can get.
It is wild, as the name implies.
As the face said. You guys just introduce each other, you get to know each other, share where you guys are from. You over the next few hours, you finally arrive at this island is a little smaller, but you arrive at not a beach but a cliffside, and on the cliffside you see a couple of other boats and ships kind of stationed here, like 3 or 4 more, and you see a nicely carved wooden sign that says, "Welcome to Flit, home of the Glitter Drop Cannery."
Is there anything I can cover my head with?
Why?
I don't want anyone to recognize me, because then they'll call out to me.
There's definitely rags and stuff that you can fashion into a hood, kind of.
Let's do it.
Can I pull out just a bunch of my clothes that I keep from my college days and just put them all on?
Yeah.
Her?
I'll just say roll just a stealth check.
Okay. I roll 18.
Okay. Yeah, 18, you definitely obscure, at first it's kind of hard to hide your horns because they're so prominent on your head, but you layer enough robes and clothing from Regulus to basically make your head just look big.
Thank you.
No problem.
Should we hide our faces
Follow
as
me.
well? Okay,
yeah.
we'll follow you.
Wait, do you want to be called Demonia, or do you want a code name? Should we just call you D? Or
Yeah,
Oh,
call me
Demi.
D.
all
Demi
right.
Lovato.
All right, I'll be R, and you be... I point to Nero.
Oh.
Oh.
So, wait, you're O?
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, for
Okay.
Nero.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, let's go, everyone.
So we have D.
And together we're Rod.
we have R-O. We have R-O and D.
R-O-D. Let's go.
You guys. So the rod moves forward. You guys travel. So there's basically this singular cobblestone path that's lined with wildflowers and just a vibrant flora. And you see it leads into what seems to be a town square. You see a nice carved stone fountain. At the top of it, you see are 2 herrings that spit out water into a nice pattern. And you see that there are a handful of people running around the town square. There's a couple of businesses, running. And you are just in the center of town at the moment. Where do you guys want to go?
Demonia, do you want to lead us to where you want to think we should go?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head over to my house, guys.
Are you still wearing the mask, right? Okay, just wanted to make sure.
You head right to your home. You know that your home is 50 feet away from the cannery. It's you basically lived in the cannery when you were young, so it's right. It's the house is right next to it.
What time of the day is it right now?
It's about sunset, so 5-6 p.m.
Okay.
You are walking. You basically as you get to the fountain, you turn right and head a little bit further down a different cobblestone path. You see that as you head down this cobblestone path, there are now a few more trees and thicker brush kind of enveloping the path until maybe for another 10-15 minutes the path opens up to this cleared out field. You see this very large, almost barn-like building, red wood, black roof, and you see that it is attached to a dock, and on the dock you see there are a couple of workers loading in crates full of fish. You also are hit with this scent of fish. Demonia, you are very familiar with this scent. I mean, Regulus, maybe you too.
Regulus is slightly like entranced. Like, oh, heaven.
You are like in this. You're kind of like feeling really zen at the moment. But yeah, you see that the cobblestone path veers towards the cannery, and then also veers off a little bit to the right, and goes up a hill to the very large house right behind it. You see that this house, there looks to be like a central house that matches the cannery, and then there just seems to be additions and expansions that are like different aesthetics and colors. You see the original house seems to be like this 2-story farmhouse, and then right above it is like this observatory looking silo almost. Somewhere on the side you see this like gray paneling garage. There's just like mix and match additions onto this red farmhouse.
That's the place.
Yeah, Demonia, you're home. It's been, it's been a day since you've been here, but yeah, you're home. You do see like at the entrance of your cannery, you do see your other older brother, Harlow, just talking with a couple of the dock workers. You see this satyr with like a brown undercut with like very nice coif hair. You see he's wearing a like suit top with dress pants that cut off at the knees, and then you see like the rest of his satyr like goat legs stretch out. You see he's just addressing the dock workers, like checking off a couple things on a clipboard and nodding to them and then sending them on their way. And he's just kind of like minding his own business. You guys also see towards the house a handful of kids playing around in the front yard. You see 4 children playing what seems to be like a game of catch, and then you see one kid throw this ball at another kid. The second kid doesn't catch it and gets like just beamed with this ball, and it collapses to the ground and starts crying.
Jesus Christ.
You like hear the kid that's crying, you hear the kid that's crying go, Mom! Hera threw the ball too hard. And you see coming from the front door of the house, this middle-aged satyr up here. You see she's wearing this really nice red apron with like splotches of flour, or like as if they were baking. You see her like auburn hair kind of tied into like a messy ponytail with a scrunchie. Her horns are like almost like ram horns, and you see she like bounds over to the kids and starts taking care of the one that's injured and scolding the one that threw the ball. But yeah, you guys are just now just seeing a family, Demonia's family, kind of doing their own thing.
So they're off in the distance, right? And we're closer to my older brother?
The cannery and your house are like equidistant to you. Like they're both like 100 feet away.
Okay. Can I whisper to my brother? Will he hear me?
I'll say no. You definitely need to yell to get his attention from that far.
Alright. You guys wait here! And I dash to my brother. Oh, you wait here!
You guys like hear Demonia say wait here, and then like a silhouette like of dust is where like remains where Demonia is. And then you just see like a trail of it like move in a direction and then follow her. And then you see like Demonia's satyr legs carry her like quickly and just bolt 100 feet away from you in like an instant. You just like hop, skip, and jump your way over to your older brother Harlow.
I like jump onto him.
Intruder! And yeah, you guys, this is a routine that you guys regularly do. You guys always play criminal and intruder, or intruder and innocent bystander. So he's like, intruder! What would I ever do?
Does he recognize her?
From where you guys are, you can't hear what's happening, but you see him like flailing, trying to hit Demonia on his back. But like Demonia, from your perspective, like he's just like batting you on like the head, like very gently and playfully. But yeah, from the distance, you guys see like Demonia jump onto this guy's back and just start like screaming.
Oh, should I ready a moonbeam?
He might be an enemy. We might have to take care of something.
I'll say you do hear a playful, "Help! Help! I'm being assaulted!"
I think we
could be a trick.
We could batter up. Yeah, I think the only thing I think I can hit him from here with moonbeam. Might be our best bet.
Do you want to try and moonbeam him?
No, wait. We should watch for a little bit longer.
Can we make insight checks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yes, both you make insight check.
14.
9.
Nero, with a 9, you think that things are about to get a little intense, and you like kind of subconsciously
got my hand on my sword.
you just like subconsciously prepare yourself for a fight by holding onto the handle of your sword. Regulus, you like are observing and are like, a moonbeam could do the trick, and then you like get a glimpse of Demonia's brother's face and see that he's like grinning like gleefully, just like and like as he says, I'm being assaulted, like is fully laughing at the at this situation.
I think we can dial it back at least a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we should get closer.
Yeah, I'll just keep a sacred flame in the back pocket, just in case. Let's get a little
conjure
closer.
a tiny holy flame, put it in your pocket, it burns.
It's nice and warm. It's like I've got little hand warmers.
Yeah, Demonia, you are. So, what are you saying as you are jumping on his back, as he's floating his arms at you?
Hugo, his hand missing.
Oh, what? And he like grabs your arms and like takes you off and like brings you from like his back and brings you in front. And he's like now holding onto your hands. What? No. What did you say? What's going on?
Hugo, he's missing, and his hand. I found his hand, but I can't find him. We need to find him.
That's not good. Okay. How did you get here? Didn't you take Hugo's boat with him?
We got separated. There was like a huge fight, and I met these two people, two new friends that helped me get here. Can I? Will they see me if I look back and motion to them?
You see Nero and Regulus like already slowly approaching. Nero with his hand on his sword. Regulus definitely hiding something behind his back.
Come over! What are you guys doing?
Should we charge?
Why are you holding the sword? That's my brother.
Oh, I think she said it's her brother.
There's another? Wait, he's like behind me.
An older brother.
You do hear her say it's her older brother.
I think it's safe.
Yeah, I think it's safe.
But yeah, you guys eventually make your way over. You're now face to face with Demonia and her brother.
These are my two new friends. Reggie
Hello.
and Nero.
Yo.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. I'm Harlow. I'm Demonia's. He winks at you like I kept the secret. Wink, wink. I say with both of your passive perceptions, you know that he like stumbled. He was about to say something else, but corrected to Demonia. And he says, Yeah, I'm Harlow. I'm the eldest of the family of the siblings. Yeah, if you guys please tell me what's going on. From what my sister told me, something is wrong with Hugo.
I mean, she'd probably do a better job at explaining. To be honest, we just found his hand. What we could assume is his hand.
Yeah,
on a boat.
we're traveling with her.
Who's carrying the bandana?
I am.
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
give it to you.
Yeah, you show the hand and the bandana.
We found this bandana near the hand.
Yeah, so you show the hand, and he immediately like freaks out, like what? Like just like that's Hugo's hand. And he's like starts spiraling, just like in a panic. What happened? You were just supposed to be advertising for the cannery. We were supposed to get. You were just supposed to hand out flyers. What happened? Demonia, you know that Harlow is very prone to he wants to run this business, and it can be very overwhelming sometimes, and you see that he's like kind of having a bit of an anxiety attack as you kind of just thrust this information at him. And he's just like now not really paying attention to you guys. He's just like kind of in this manic state and is just staring at the ground, like panicking. He's like not responding as you guys like try to talk to him.
I like hold on to his face.
Do you have a refrigerator we could put that hand in? You know, just to keep it safe.
We should
Should we put it in rice? Do you do that?
I don't know. I've never been in this
That's my
situation.
brother's hand, and he grabs the hand, and he just like holds it, and he's like, and throws it back at you, Demonia. Okay. All right. Let's go to my office. Okay? I have a fridge in there. We can put his hand in there, okay? Did Mom or our other siblings, did they see you?
No, you're the first one I've reached out to.
Let's go quickly. He leads you into the cannery and immediately up some stairs. You guys walk along this catwalk overseeing this. You now see the factory floor. There's a handful of workers like finishing up their like final tasks for the day, and you see there's a production line for sardines. There's a production line for like baked fish, and you just kind of walk over this the production line. You see that some of the workers kind of like see you guys up there, and you see Harlow like also see them like clock you guys up there, and Harlow says, nothing to see here, everyone, just continue your work. Everyone's doing a good job. Bonuses, and just like looks to you guys and just like ushers you to walk faster. As he says bonuses, the workers are like, okay, yeah, woo, just cheer. And yeah, you guys quicken your pace and arrive in his office. You are now in this small office space. You see right behind the desk, along the wall, is this very large photo of a lot of satyrs. You see that to the left are what seem to be the parents of this family, and then to the right of the parents, 13 children. And at the bottom of the photo is a little like plaque that says Glitter Drop Family.
That's a lot of kids.
Both of you are only children, so this is a lot. But yeah, you guys sit. There's there's a couch nearby that Harlow gestures to. He grabs the hand and wraps it up in like cloth, and then puts it in a nearby mini fridge. He sits behind his desk and kind of crosses his fingers together and leans into his hands and is just kind of waiting now. He's just like eyebrows kind of lifted, surprised, and just goes, okay, so Demonia, I'm gonna need you to tell me exactly what happened.
Well, a fight broke out in town. There was an assassination attempt on the mayor, and then there was just chaos everywhere, and I got separated from Hugo. And then I spent the night with these guys in their hotel, and in the morning
he stares daggers at Nero and Regulus as soon as she's...
My eyes.
I am
just,
a
nodding
cleric.
slowly.
I literally am out of the cloth.
Oh yeah, I slept between them.
His jaw, tenses.
I left enough space for God. We don't have a God where I worship, but I would have.
Stop talking. He looks at you, Regulus, and just shut up.
I'm wearing Reggie's clothes still.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
wearing...
this is
Oh my god. You're wearing
This is a
Regulus's
bad
clothes.
look.
And in the morning we went to look for their boat as well as Hugo. And I found Hugo's boat, and inside was his hand and a trail of blood that led to the ocean, as well as this bandana that was tied up. It has this symbol of these two rats that shaped like an anchor.
He grabs it and looks at it and sets it down. He looks to you, Demonia, and he kind of sighs. He's like, so you're telling me you were separated from your brother during this assassination attempt, which is crazy. And then you joined these two here, and you didn't bother to look for your brother with whom you were separated from?
There was a lot going on. There was a massacre in the hotel we were in too.
Well, what?
And all our stuff got stolen.
What? You just keep adding more stuff that happened.
And we killed these 3 goblins and...
We killed 2.
Oh, 2
Yeah, the other one
goblins.
kind of just died.
One died on his own from a heart attack after pissing himself.
Is he considered died if he comes back as a ghost? Is
Oh,
that
and
sort
he
of like
became
half?
a ghost. That's
Harlow
right.
immediately says, yes. Death is considered death, even if you return as a ghost.
And then we got into this kerfuffle with the... Was it DUA?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That didn't last very long.
He tried to do a citizen's arrest on me and cut me. And then we went to the boat. So there wasn't a lot of time to look for him. There was a lot going on.
We did try and look for him a little bit. The trail went cold, essentially.
Okay. You see him start to get red for a second, and then he just starts counting. He's or not really counting. He just starts going, salmon, herring, pike,
Yes.
perch.
Yes.
Just start listing off fish.
I secretly took a can of fish on the way up, and I open it and try to give some to Reggie.
I've got my own, and I'm prying it open with my claws, using it as a can opener. It's oh, thank you. I take the other one. I'm eating out of both of them.
You
at
guys
the same time.
as you walked into the cannery, there were samples that you sample cans that you could have taken, and you both did.
Just quietly trying to eat. We didn't get a chance to eat, I'm sorry.
This is wonderful.
His eyes are closed as he's naming the fish off. He's like, tuna. Okay. So the trail went cold, and you found this bandana. That's where you are right now. And Demonia, I thank you for immediately coming home. Well, immediately is a loose term, but as soon as you could have.
Should we tell Mom and Dad? Or...
You see him bite his lip. Just oh shit, do we need to tell him kind of look on his face?
I
do
think
need
we
to
should
him?
tell Dad.
He looks at the bandana symbol, and he kind of looks confused, and he goes, You found this bandana in the boat?
Yeah.
That's very strange. Give me 1 second. He turns to a nearby filing cabinet and see him start like flipping through various folders. Both if any of you want, you can roll a perception check.
I rolled 22.
24.
9, man, I'm getting low rolls tonight.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, what's going on with you? Demonia and Regulus, you guys see that they're that the drawer the drawer
The drawer.
the part of the filing cabinet that he's looking at labels delivery crews, and you see him just flipping through a couple of folders. You can't quite read out like the names of these folders until he stops at one and opens it up. He's like, he kind of has his back to you, like the swivel chair like back faces you, and you see him take out a folder and like start flipping through it until he stops and swivels back around and looks at the three of you and flips the folder around to show the exact same symbol.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And he says, this is one of our delivery crews, but they're stationed in the Frigid Peninsula at the moment.
What?
You hire pirates?
I hire people who... Here's the thing with business. He like sets the folder down. In order to keep money, you gotta save money in other places, right? We didn't know they were pirates when we initially hired them. And for the most part, they are pretty loyal to us. They don't, steal product or anything of that sort. So yeah, they've been a loyal crew, at least to us. They're one of our main distributors in the peninsula for all the outposts in the north. But that's really far from where you found this bandana. You see him now just sink back in his chair.
I mean, could it have been a different outfit from the same group, Like, outfit isn't like group. Like, could they have multiple ships doing different jobs? Are they big enough for that? We don't really know too much about them, I don't think.
He looks to you, Regulus, and he says, their crew is very tight-knit. I've met all of them. There's about 15 of them, and they all work on one boat. And
are these the people that we fought during the assassination?
No, these are different people. So the
okay.
People that you fought during the assassination, those pirates were part of the crew called the Windjammers.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I guess Harlow says, yeah. So this crew is called the Rat Tail Haulers, and yeah, out of all the history of our business working together, they didn't commit, crimes or were like really pirates, at least to my knowledge.
Why would they want Hugo?
Are they going to ransom him for money from you? Are they trying to extort money?
But if they did, wouldn't they have left a note?
That's true.
You guys looked through every inch of the boat. Where's Hugo's boat? Did you drive it here?
No, we left it at Sayakin at the docks.
We probably would have searched most of it as we were picking it apart, though, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were pretty, like, you were taking it apart, so if there was, like, secret compartments or anything, for the most part, you probably wouldn't have found it. Or anything like, any note or whatever.
Is there a way to contact the rat tail haulers directly?
With each of the delivery crews that we work with, I pay the entire crew for the delivery and how much they are delivering. but each delivery crew I employ, I have my own like salary member on there. So basically there's like one person in each crew that is on our own that is being paid out of our own pocket, as opposed to being paid for the whole crew that their captain or whoever divides that money up. I have someone in that crew. It's gonna take me it's gonna take me a while to try and get in contact with them. Maybe a few hours. You see he's just like panicking and like he's like he's just like in a state of like panic where he's just rearranging his desk for no reason other than to just keep him busy. Okay, now I think we gotta bring Dad in here.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
Is Dad scary?
It's too much for us to handle on our own. I look down at my shirt.
Yeah, you ask if Dad's scary. Both Demonia and Harlow just kind of look down. Just almost in unison, like just perfectly in unison. You hear Harlow go, He's fine. He's a little
if you say so.
He's a little intense.
Yeah, she says it's okay. He says it's fine. I think it's okay.
You see Harlow reach over to a nearby desk drawer and open it up and take out this small like agate pebble, this white and like black agate pebble, and talk into it. And you just hear him say, "Hey Dad, can you head up to the office for a moment? I gotta talk to you about something." Puts it down and he just kind of sets his hands on the table and just stares at you guys with like a very like scared grin. Just okay. So
Do we hear him coming up?
After a few moments you hear like on the metal catwalk just the sound of his footsteps alone sounds pretty menacing. You hear the door handle turn, and coming through the door, you see this like men of men. When it comes to satyrs, this very buff. If in the right light, he could pass off as a minotaur. Except with like the the more, instead of the bovine facial structure, but you see he's got like this full brown beard. He's wearing lumberjack plaid and just has very like thick crow's feet, like he's been squinting for like since he was born. And he's just got this like rough looking face. Not rough as in like ugly, but like rough as in like weathered. And yeah, he's just kind of he like takes up the entirety of the door frame too, and walks in and turns to all of you. What's up, Harlow? What's going on? Demonia? Would you like to explain what's going on to Dad?
Hi, Dad. Hugo's missing, and we need to find him. I think he's in grave danger. We have his hand that was severed. There was a lot happened when I was sent to Sayakin with him. It's a long story, but we need to find him. And there's some kind of connection to the rat tail haulers. And these are my friends, Reggie and Nero, that I met and helped me get back home.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nice muscles.
You see he like stands there listening to Demonia, and then when you introduce your friends, looks over to the friends, nods to you too. You say nice muscles. You see him like flex a pec.
Nice. I do it too.
Without saying anything, he just grunts and reaches his hand over like towards Harlow and just says, "Hand." Immediately, Harlow grabs Hugo's hand from the fridge, puts it in his dad's hand, and he takes the cloth off of it and inspects it, and says, "Okay." Opens the door, and with hand in hand, looks to and as he exits the door, looks back to you, and just says, "Follow."
That went better than I expected.
It did?
Yeah.
I'm already following him.
Oh.
You guys follow him outside of the cannery and head to the front of the house. You see that this kerfuffle with the kids has subsided, and there's now only 2 kids left. You see they're just kind of sitting in the grass, kind of looking up at the sky. They both look very similar. You see one is a male, one is a female, and they're both wearing matching clothes. One is wearing they're both wearing overalls, but the colors are switched. It'd be a blue shirt with white overalls and a white shirt with blue overalls. But you see they just kind of are mimicking each other's movements. They tilt their head one way together and they tilt the head the other way together. Demonia, you know that these are your second youngest siblings.
Oh, this is Harrison and Hannah, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes. Yeah. You got to remember all your all of your
so
family
many.
members' names.
There's just so many.
As you walk up past them, your dad goes, "Harrison, Anna, inside." They immediately get up and salute him and say, "Aye, aye, pop," and they walk into the house. He turns back to you guys. He holds the hand out in front of him and just starts concentrating on the hand. And you see his eyes glow. At this point, you see that the hand starts to glow as well. You see his eyes go from this faint white to kind of a teal and then blue. And you see that the hand also goes from white to teal to blue. And forming right above the hand is this almost gassy sphere, until it shoots up into the air, into the clouds, races far across the sky in a direction and out of sight. And you hear your dad go, kind of under his breath, "West."
I look west.
You can just see more sky in the west.
When can I do that? Gosh.
You see him kind of squint his eyes more as he now is concentrating in his own head. And almost looks like he winces with pain. And Demonia, you've never seen this man wince at anything.
Yeah.
And you hear him go, "Hugo, southwest, Ethrin. He's at Ethrin. He opens his eyes and tears start streaming down his cheek. And he looks to you, Demonia, and he says, "He's very hurt." You see the color and light fades from his eyes and fades from the hand. He looks to Harlow. He says, "Deal with the hollers," and hands the hand back to Harlow. And Harlow's kind of confused because he's "Do I just put it back in the fridge?" And you see he says to you, all 3 of you, "Take my boat. It'll get you there faster." And Demonia, you've never seen his boat. You know that he works on it all the time, but you've never seen it. Maybe when you were a kid, you saw a headlight, and he immediately would cover it with a tarp.
Why?
It's just it's his safe space, you know. He puts up with your Demonia stuff.
Okay, all right.
There's a pact between you two where you you don't meddle in each other's personal business. But he turns to you, Nero, and he says, "Muscles, I'll watch your car for you."
Got it.
He goes for a predator handshake.
Nice.
Hell
just
yeah.
roll a flat athletics check.
Come on. This is the most important roll I've ever done. 19.
Whoa.
19. You guys, everyone like is witnessing this. You clasp his hand, and it echoes throughout Flit, just like a.
It's done.
Almost like a wash of like holy energy flashes across the skies of Drana. He like looks to you and like nods like, nice. Turns to Regulus and just like nods to Regulus.
I nod several times back.
He brings you to garage on the side of the house. And opens this very large garage door. Inside the garage is this very large tarp. You see that this garage is like not really a hangar, but like not a regular car garage. It's a like, you know, kind of big. And you see him walk up to the tarp and pull it down, and you see a small sailing yacht. You see on the bow of the ship, like embossed in very fine lettering, is the SS Intrepid. And you see him kind of like stand back, hands on his hips, and just nod, just like approving of its beauty. This ship is like this nice silvery paint. The sails are like a bright blue cloth. This is just a very nice sailing boat. And he tosses the keys to Nero. Yeah, he just says, just be careful. Like he's like, it's like he's giving away like one of his own children. Yeah, you pull the boat out of the garage. You undo the sails, and you immediately see or feel, I should say, the lodestone built into this boat. The engine of it revs compared to your dinghy, and don't laugh at the word dinghy. But yeah, you like feel that there's kick behind this vehicle. Do you guys want to like rest here first before you head out, or it's about like 7-8 o'clock now? Unless if you wanted to travel through the night, you can. Otherwise, you can. Demonia's dad just goes, rest here.
Oh,
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
We should rest and have a little chit chat.
Yeah. He's like, dinner first.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, like.
My stomach just grumbles.
Yeah, you guys barely say anything, and all your stomachs grumble. Yeah, you guys head in the Glitter Drop estate, and immediately you're greeted by, well, several other siblings. You see this. I'm not going to describe every kid's aesthetic because there's a lot. But you just see a bunch of varying ages of satyrs, all of them similar to what Demonia looks like. But you see that Demonia has like, what's the color of your hair?
Like bright reddish, pinkish. I don't know what that color is.
It's like a very vibrant reddish pink compared to like the auburn natural tones of everyone else. Yeah, it looks like a Brady Bunch aesthetic of a family. You see just a bunch of kids. You see there's one kid with holding an ice pack to their face, and the kid that hit them is rubbing their back, like consoling them. You see Demonia's dad walk forward and take one like meaty step into the ground, and all the kids stop like running around and playing, turn to him, and a few moments go by, and he just crosses his arms, and he just yells, or not really yells, he just says, dinner. And the kids all get up and run over to the dining room, and you see this dining room is this very long dining table that can fit at least like 30 people. Yeah, they all like get in their own seats. Each seat is labeled with everyone's names. Demonia, you get to your seat, and like near you, you add seats for your new friends. You guys all are seated, and almost immediately this very like bubbly looking satyr comes out with once again the same the mother appears and just starts like peddling out all this lovely feast. You see there's like a roast turkey, there's like kind of Thanksgiving but just on a regular on a normal day, like there's no special occasion. And you see that she goes, all right everyone, I hope you all enjoy your food. We gotta do roll call because remember last time when Hilda was missing, we had to go look for them for a couple hours and all of our food got cold. Yeah. So everyone, let's do roll call. You see that she kind of closes her eyes and start with Demonia's dad and go, Harold Jr. And Demonia's dad just grunts. And she like smiles and nods and then goes, Harlow. Harlow waves, and then just starts going through the names. Hugo. Hugo. She opens her eyes and sees that Hugo's seat is empty. Harold Jr. like whispers in her ear something, and she goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, Hugo is busy at the moment. Okay, Harmonia.
Here.
Sorry, dear. Demonia."
Yeah. I like look at Nero and Reggie.
What did she say?
What did she say?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you say that again, ma'am?
Spelled with an H?
Harmonia.
Harmonia. Nice.
I'm like cringing.
You see she gets a little red and like...
I sink into my seat.
Yeah, you see.
I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to think on all the names I've heard of her siblings so far. I'm starting to get it.
Yeah. So she goes, Harlow, Hugo, Harmonia. You hear her say, Hope, and you hear a peep from down the table. Here, Mama. Holly. Here, Mom. Holden. He just kind of like snaps his fingers and waves. Hazel. Also like snaps and waves. Harold the Third just kind of scoffs. You see this very emo looking kid. Hera wave. You see Hilda, Harrison, Hannah, and right beside Harold Jr., the dad, in a little toddler's booster seat is little baby Herschel.
I bet Herschel already knows full English.
Mom, I'm here. He's 7 months old.
I feel like if you name a child Herschel, they just come out of the womb 60 years old.
I've been tending to the gardens, Mama. Herschel, you can't even walk yet.
I can find a way.
He's just half beard.
He's wearing a full suit. He's fucking baby. He's what is it? Boss baby? Baby boss?
Baby.
Yeah.
If you want me to, I could just read all the names at once. But yeah, you know, if you want me to,
go for it.
Coral is the mom, the father Harold Jr., and then in descending in age, Harlow, Hugo, Harmonia, Hope, Holly, Holden, Hazel, Harold III, Hera, Hilda, Harrison, Hannah, and Herschel. And that is the Glitter Drop family. Yeah, you guys have a really fulfilling meal. Demonia, you see your mom kind of look over at Hugo's seat, just a little confused, and just looks a little sad. Hugo's never really, missed a family meal.
Yeah.
So it's just out of the ordinary. But yeah, you guys finish your meal, and you see that Coral just starts cleaning everything up. If you wish to help her, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go help her.
Sure, we're guests.
Coral's like, oh, you don't have to. It's all right. It's all right, kids. I'm more than capable of doing this on my own, but if you insist. She's like, Regulus, would you mind gathering all the silverware? Nero, could you gather all the dirty plates? Demonia, can you gather up the leftovers?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you guys team effort, just clear the table out.
R.O.D. R.O.D.
You guys finish cleaning up. All three of you are in the kitchen with Coral, and Coral just is cleaning the dishes and says, so, boys, lovely, thank you for keeping my, here, bundle of fun, Demonia, company. It's nice to see that she has more friends than the people on this island.
I'm sweating.
It's nice to see her expand her horizons. So you're just like, so yeah. So are one of you her boyfriend or something, or
Mom?
Yeah, immediately just go right out of the gates with it.
No, but we've all slept together. Though.
Huh?
I slept between
I'm
them.
a man
There's
of the
difference.
cloth. No, of course not.
I don't think so, sweetie.
We did like the over under thing with the sheets, so we don't actually touch. You know.
Okay. Once again, how? Well, how dare you?
It's like a one-bedroom room.
I'll just brush past it. Okay. Yeah. So, Nero, Rachel, where you two from?
I'm from the Arcano Swells.
Huh.
Okay. Well, that's what you were talking a little differently during the dinner, and now you're talking.
Yeah, it's because Arcano Swells kind of gets a bad rap, so I feel like if someone asks me, you got to play it up.
It's all right. Hey,
But I'm from the edge of it though, so it's not really. I'm not really
not
in
even
there.
not even like the main part of it. She goes, "Hey, you know what? You don't need to play to the stereotypes of where you're from. Just be who you are." Regulus, yourself, where are you from?
I am a scholar, a graduate of the Church of Sacred Stars, and traveling cleric, astro cleric.
Oh, I'm assuming you read futures and whatnot.
I can. The most recent future seemed very accurate, so yeah, I guess you could say that I could read futures. I look at my tarot cards in shame.
You're so adept with like the magical like the spellcasting portion of your card like abilities, but the practical just reading of them was the only thing in school that you like blundered at. Like you just like could not learn it properly to like it was just bad. And she says, "Oh, before you guys head out, I would like to have you read my future if you don't mind."
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I pull out my cards and I do the tarot card thing. Should I bring up the
No,
tarot card?
no, not now. You little later.
Oh, okay.
Demonia, how come we sent you off with Hugo to head over to the Sayakin Jamboree? Where's he off to? If this is a little sorry, boys, I hope you don't mind if I just have a conversation with my daughter for a second.
I run out.
Do you want the red deck or the gold trim deck?
Trim with me.
Perfect. Yeah, let me take the plastic off.
You've never opened them?
It's got the nice card smell. Would you like to try? It smells very nice.
Regulus, please, if you don't mind, just...
all right. I get up and I walk away very quickly. As quick as a big tiger man can.
You guys leave the room and like return to like the main like family room where you are just like swarmed by a bunch of kids. And we'll cut to that later. But for now, you see that Demonia, your mom is kind of washing the dishes, like her back to you. And she's just like in her own space, and she's just talking to you. So yeah, what's going on? Why? You know your brother Hugo. He's never missed a family meal.
I bite my lip. When we were at Sayakin, Hugo and I got separated. I couldn't find him after, but we're going to go look for him. Me and Nero and Reggie, they're gonna help me, and we're gonna take Dad's ship tomorrow after we rest.
You see she stops what she's doing, wipes her hands off on a rag, and turns to you. You see her eyes are like welling up with tears, and she says, What do you mean? What do you mean he's missing? What do you mean my boy Hugo's missing?
I'm not really sure what's the reason, but I told Dad what happened, and he's given us a direction to go to, because Hugo's in danger. He's really hurt, and we need to find him.
I trust you, and I trust that the friends you've chosen to join you are willing to help. I just need to make sure. I just need to make sure that you're gonna be okay. You see, she grabs a necklace that you've seen her wear forever. This kind of it's almost like a pendant that is this clamshell that opens up. You see inside is just like a bedazzled G for glitter drop. And she says this has a few special properties. But I have a few of these ones. I never thought I'd need to use them because I was hoping that all my kids would be living at home for the rest of their lives. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. But if any of my children needed to go out on an adventure, and obviously of all my kids, you were definitely up there and needing to go out and explore the world. This is a beacon to let us know whether or not you're in danger. If you speak your name, if you just say, I am a Harmonia glitter drop and I need help, this will glow. And she says, go on, try it.
I'm Harmonia glitter drop and I need help.
You see the G trace itself with like faint pink light, and then kind of flash, and then start like blinking like a signal. You hear upstairs like feet stomping, and then come rushing down your dad holding another necklace, and go, she's in trouble, and looks over to you, Harmonia, and he goes, oh.
Hey, Dad.
he's like really sweating, like, I might be losing one kid already, I can't lose another one. He just like, it works. And just he comes and hugs you. He says, be safe. Yeah, Demonia, you were just sharing this kind of bittersweet moment with your parents. Your mom's like, I knew this day would come where you would leave the nest, and I just thought it was gonna be a little longer, but it's okay, because I know you're gonna do great, and I know what like Sora taught you is gonna be fruitful in your adventure. I'm proud of you, and I know obviously your dad's proud of you. You hear him go and she goes, so go kick ass, Seabass, alright?
Okay.
You guys eventually finish embracing each other. Nero and Regulus, you are shown to the guest rooms, and Demonia, you are, maybe for the last time in a while, sleeping in your own bed. And yeah, you guys all rest for the night, and you all level up.
Let's go!
Yay!
And yeah, we're going to end the session there. I guess I gotta say, thank you so much for listening to the Lore Drop. If you want to follow for updates of the podcast or anything like that, please go and follow Lore Drop Pod on Twitter and Instagram. That's LOREDROPPOD. How's that for Lore Drop?